A very warm welcome back to your latest industry recap. Exciting news surrounding the MD-11, something I didn't think I would necessarily be covering, a brand new aircraft order, and another one too. Want to begin with FedEx quietly confirming that the retirement of its MD-11 fleet will be pushed back from 2028 to 2032 as part of their own attempts at fleet renewal efforts. The company revealed the fleet development in its quarterly report, confirming that they'll retain the plane for another 4 years in what is welcomed news for trijet enthusiasts and lovers of the plane. The aircraft type has certainly seen its numbers dwindle in terms of the global fleet for many years, as obviously more efficient options have emerged and been favoured. FedEx notes that the aircraft will be kept around until at least 2032, which gives the aircraft another 7 years of operational life with the major US freight operator. Fleet data indicates that FedEx now has 25 of your MD-11 freighters based on available data that was published on the 21st of March. 23 of these are active. As for the fleet's average age, well, that sits at 31 years, making it the second oldest by average age. It is only 2 years behind the 757F, which is at 33. So as a result, yes, the MD-11 fleet, while only getting older, is on the way out, but it clearly has a purpose to still serve for the operator that little bit longer. You may recall that in early 2023, FedEx did call time on its MD-11 freighters, confirming that while no specific date had been provided, it would begin the gradual phase-out of the fleet type. FedEx stated that retiring the MD-11s would be essential to cutting costs and reconfiguring its air market for decades, with a greater focus on efficient planes moving forward. While planes such as the MD-11 have served an essential purpose right across the business, their aging nature and the natural progression of other fleet types have made better options therefore come available and offering greater benefits. During this period, when the MD-11's upcoming retirement was confirmed, FedEx also publicized that it would focus more strictly on twin-jet freighters, ranging from Airbus and Boeing, but focusing on types such as the 767F and the 777F. Since the company made this announcement, it did make the harsh decision to axe 30 units from the active fleet. However, the date the MD-11s were expected to be formally retired period was not publicly disclosed. Up in the air, no pun intended. FedEx now knows that it'll keep its MD-11s for at least another 4 years. No reason was actually expressed for extending the lifespan, but obviously they've conducted an internal review and believe this is the best way forward. Despite this announcement, it does come just weeks after Airbus also confirmed a delay to the launch of their A350F, and amid ongoing troubles by Boeing in launching their passenger 777-9, which we know is a launch that is crucial for developing the next-gen 777-8F. Freight companies are reacting to the inability to know when these next-gen freighters are expected to launch by moving towards actually safer current-gen options. Now, this could be your 767F and or 777F as a really short to medium-term solution, knowing that it has less risk associated with it and extending the life of maybe existing freighters to meet demand, not retiring them until they can confirm that they will get the next-gen freighter in their hands. On several occasions, FedEx has been reported to be in discussions for the purchase of next-gen freighters with Airbus and Boeing. As of yet, no confirmation has arrived on the direction, and talk of this deal has gone cold over the last 18 months. So while they've not placed an order, they absolutely will need to in the future. They are a powerhouse freight company on a global scale, and they'll need whatever the next generation option is available to them, but they'll bide their time, see how these planes really would fit into their operation, and then, when they see fit, purchase the plane of their choice. Keen to hear your take on that, but moving on to the next story, and just really some confirmation, where after much deliberation, Malaysia Airlines earlier this week finally confirmed that it had ordered up to 60 of your 737 MAX jets in a massive renewal of its single-aisle operations, including growth and replacement efforts. The carrier selected 18 middle-ground 737-8s to really help improve efficiency across the business, and it also committed to 12 of the high-capacity 737-10s. In addition to these firm orders, and what will certainly be a key talking point, is Malaysia Airlines also saying it will add up to 30 additional options that can be activated at a later date. should say more aircraft need to be added to the company's operations in the future, it'll have these aircraft really as a way out. Unfortunately for Malaysia Airlines, the 737-10 remains uncertified, but its capacity will help the company meet high demand levels across its network. Meanwhile, further commitments to the 737-8 was considered necessary because of the variant's versatility, making it a true favourable selection to enhance single-aisle flying. This was an order already listed on Boeing's orders and deliveries page, interestingly. However, it was previously for an unidentified customer and was placed in January 2025. Malaysia Airlines has basically attached itself to the order. It believes it is a big investment for that future, trying to really obtain an advantage over its competitors, even just from basics such as the cabin. See, seating capacity increases are a major motive behind Malaysia Airlines' most recent purchase. The airline feels that introducing these planes will enable it to improve its overall seating capacity across key markets massively. And furthermore, adding more single-aisle aircraft will open up fresh opportunities to serve new markets that have never been, say, on the carrier's radar until now, simply because they were out of reach. An order for these 737 MAX jets really makes sense. While there was certainly interest in the Airbus A320neo and Malaysia Airlines conducting its due diligence, well, the only real option seemingly was the 737. This has been a part of its business for decades, and with a 20% improvement over previous gen planes alongside many other benefits such as continuity, it seemed like the best direction to head. Over to the final story, where FedEx is also talking more about its fleet, confirming in those quarterly results also that it would exercise options for 8 of your 777Fs as part of ongoing fleet renewal plans. The major US freight provider confirms that 3 777Fs are expected to be delivered in 2026. Meanwhile, the remaining 5 will be delivered in 2027. As a result, over 24 months, the company will see its commitment to the 777F substantially increase, and this will elevate the available freight capacity that it can put on routes right around the world. The FedEx fleet now includes a staggering almost 500 planes, and while 34 are parked, bringing the total to 437 active at the time of recording, their biggest commitment is actually not for the 777F, but rather the 767F. Activating the potential of the 777F, that is definitely what is going to happen when you consider there are only 56 active units, and this fleet age is at 9.4 years. It is one of the youngest, and it's going to play a massive role in the future. That average age is really important when entering the new era for FedEx. Absolutely, there are next-generation freighter options available to the company, and it will eventually need to go down that route to replace some of its aging planes. But also, on the contrary, planes such as the 777F still have a lot to give, and they are considered low risk. If the company put all its eggs in the basket of, say, new freighter aircraft, and we've already seen what's happened when some airlines do that and can't get the required planes when they need them, well, then new problems will present themselves, and FedEx does not want to be put in that situation. Purchasing the 777F and even planes such as the 767F, both produced by Boeing, is a way more fuel-efficient option than, say, keeping on some of its really old planes, but also is a less riskier option over purchasing brand new. It is more than aware, however, that it will eventually need either the A350-1000F or the 777-8F, but the recommitment to an existing plane certainly emphasizes the path that it's on and the risks it is willing to take and the risks it isn't. Keen to hear your take down below in the comments. Thank you very much for your support here on the channel. Do take care, do be safe, and I'll see you same place, same time tomorrow for your next industry recap.
And we'll fly.